of this place. I think it's good that we remember nationalists like the late Michael Kijana Amalwa, and may the Lord continue to rest his soul in peace. Because there are some in our midst who think that President Kibaki specially designed this for his Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka. It is important to know that this started, as Minister Chris Obure has highlighted, in 2003. Immediately you took over, Your Excellency, and your own dream to create a place where future vice presidents and after this coming general election, deputy presidents will be resident. And I think this is to enhance the image of this country. A lot of money gets spent in hosting, visiting vice presidents and other dignitaries. Some of them, in fact, can be housed here very conveniently as a government quarters. Therefore, Your Excellency, this is a property, a national asset, owned 100% by the Kenyan taxpayer. We need to give a clap to the Kenyan taxpayer. It isn't an example of opulence. How the vice president will be swimming. Excellency, I can't actually swim, if I may confess, because of my rural upbringing. But I'm sure that visitors to this place can come and swim and do whatever. But the important thing is, even those who can't swim and are living in Korogocho, in other slum areas, in Mathare, in Kibera, this too belongs to them in a very special way, Your Excellency, because you have just heard how you are so committed to uplifting the lives of the Kenyans. The Kibera slum upgrading project is a very good example. So it isn't that the president just thinks of his vice president and others, but is thinking of all of us going forward. I'd ask the media to please elaborate that this project was conceived in the early 2003 and that has actually come to a fruition. Unfortunately, Your Excellency, if I was to decide, because I'm yet to take your challenge and the courage to come and stay here only when it's only 3 months left to the next general election, one has to pray hard and see whether it is worth it in the first place. But it is important to recognize it is an institution for the deputy president and others who will be coming. I heard Minister Chirao Makwere, Your Excellency, and Minister Beth Mugo, and Minister for Finance, Jero Githai, all wanting to become running mates of some of these presidential candidates so they can end up occupying this wonderful facility. That is on a light note, Your Excellency. This actually, Your Excellency, if you allow me, is your place. This is your vision, and you want a country that is going to achieve Vision 2030. And I think that we can all achieve it the way we've been moving. We wish you well. We wish you God's blessings. And I want to thank all the friends who have accepted our invitation to come. The clergy in particular have come in a very, very big way. We feel honored. I wish all of you could say prayers, but Bishop Kibarabara was there, Sheikh Twaha was able to pray, and all of you, I'm sure you're feeling, even if you do not have to pronounce a blessing, sitting where you are and knowing a lot of you, I'm sure you're already praying quietly for the future of this country and for the great work and appreciating the wonderful work that President Kibaki has actually shown. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, since this is his home, I want to ask that we welcome him with very happy claps, and then, of course, he will officially declare this place open. There are some who may have wanted to be here, and they may be printed there. Prime Minister traveled out of the country, and other ministers are also doing a few other things. I think the whole government, this is a government and a Kenyan government project. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome His Excellency President Mwai Kibaki. Makofi. Mbona mpigi? Tena. 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 Welcome, Your Excellency. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Asante. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to join you today for the official opening of the official residence of the Vice President of the Republic of Kenya. As we are all aware, there has not been an official residence for the Vice President. Indeed, the government has had to renovate the personal residences of those appointed to the position of Vice President, mainly to upgrade security. To avoid the inconveniences and recurrent expenditures associated with this approach, the government took the strategic decision to construct an official residence for the Vice President in the year 2004. This complex will therefore ensure that the occupant of the office of the Vice President has a convenient and adequately secured residence. Most importantly, since it has a comprehensive office block, the complex will bring together all staff working in the Vice President's office and enable them to work in one centralized place. This will enhance their efficiency in service delivery. So, ladies and gentlemen, this project underlines one of the foundations of our Vision 2030, which is to ensure there is adequate infrastructure that will enable our country attain middle-income status with a high quality of life for its citizens. To this end, the government has committed a lot of funds towards improving infrastructure in the country. So far, the government has introduced a wide range of projects under the Infrastructure Development Program aimed at spurring economic development across the country. Apart from vastly improving the road network in the country, we have undertaken various infrastructure projects under the Economic Stimulus Program to facilitate growth and development in every corner of the country. We have also put up classrooms in every constituency to improve education and constructed fresh produce markets to improve the marketing of agricultural products. We have also put up juakali sheds to boost the informal sector and build more health centers to enhance healthcare and bring medical services closer to the people. Other ongoing landmark projects include the expansion of judicial infrastructure across the country in order to facilitate faster dispensation of justice to the public and expansion of institutions of higher learning. In addition, we have also constructed some 77 new district headquarters across the country. More than half of them have been completed and are already in use to provide services to our people. I believe they will all be completed and in use before the devolved governments begin their operation. As will be recalled, we also identified 10 years ago a total of 226 stalled projects in the country and undertook to complete them. I am pleased that almost all these stalled projects across the country have been completed and are being utilized for the purposes they were intended for. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, it is clear that we are on course in developing the necessary infrastructure required for the development of the country. I take this opportunity to commend the Ministry of Public Works for the role it has continued to play in this regard. I especially thank the Ministry and all those involved in the construction of this complex for the dedication and hard work. It is now my pleasure to officially open the official residence of the Vice President of the Republic of Kenya. Thank you, and may God bless you all. Thank you very much indeed. Asante sana.